Ever stop to wonder why we still fear broken mirrors, black cats, or ladders? It turns out these aren't just random superstitions. They're deeply rooted in ancient beliefs, dark legends, and warnings that go back centuries. Today, we're diving into 10 unsettling superstitions and their dark origins. Let's start with the superstition that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck. In ancient Rome, mirrors were thought to be more than just reflections. They were portals to the soul itself. Breaking a mirror was seen as soul-damaging, cursing the person with misfortune as their spirit slowly healed over 7 years. But the idea didn't stop there. During the Renaissance, mirrors were rare and expensive, so it's possible this superstition was spread to encourage people to treat mirrors with respect, and maybe to pay up if they broke one. In a sense, this belief made mirrors haunting objects, holding curses just waiting to be unleashed. Why do people knock on wood to avoid bad luck? This practice dates back to ancient Europe, where trees were seen as homes for powerful spirits or even gods. People would knock on wood to ask these spirits for protection, often right after boasting or tempting fate. Some believed that by knocking on the wood, they could either awaken helpful spirits within or silence any lurking evil spirits that might bring them misfortune. To this day, we still tap or knock on wood. A small act, but one that ties us back to ancient rituals of respect for nature and the unknown. Black cats have long had an eerie reputation, seen as bad omens in much of Europe and America. But why? In medieval Europe, black cats were often associated with witches and the occult. Many believed that witches could transform into black cats, allowing them to slip into homes undetected or to place curses on people from the shadows. As a result, black cats were thought to bring evil and misfortune, particularly when they crossed one's path. In the U.S., this belief became especially strong during the Salem witch trials, when even the sight of a black cat was enough to accuse someone of witchcraft. Have you ever heard that spilling salt brings bad luck? This goes back to ancient times when salt was incredibly valuable and symbolized purity and preservation. The early Sumerians, Egyptians, and later the Romans saw salt as almost magical. But by spilling it, you were seen as wasting a sacred substance, inviting bad luck. In Christian lore, spilling salt was believed to invite the devil himself, as depicted in Leonardo da Vinci's painting of the Last Supper, where Judas, the betrayer, knocks over a salt cellar with his elbow. This one might sound simple, but the superstition around walking under ladders has a darker history. In ancient Egypt, triangles symbolized the Trinity of gods, representing life and divinity. A ladder against a wall formed a triangle, and passing through it was seen as breaking that sacred shape, inviting curses or the wrath of gods. In the Middle Ages, ladders were often set up at executions and left hanging by the gallows, casting an association with death and misfortune. The fear lingers today, as we avoid ladders out of respect for their dark, historical ties. Friday the 13th combines two unlucky elements, an ominous day and a forbidden number. The number 13 has long been seen as unlucky, with ties to Norse mythology and Christianity. In the Norse myth, Loki, the god of mischief, was the 13th guest at a feast, causing death and chaos. In Christianity, Judas, the betrayer of Jesus, was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. And on Friday, October 13th, 1307, the infamous arrest of the Knights Templar occurred, further cementing the day's association with betrayal and doom. Many cultures around the world believe in the evil eye, a curse brought on by a malevolent glare that can cause harm or misfortune. In ancient Greece and Rome, the evil eye was thought to be so powerful that a single glance could curse someone with illness, financial ruin, or even death. To this day, you'll see evil eye amulets across the Mediterranean in places like Turkey, Greece, and Italy to protect against this powerful curse. The idea behind the evil eye reminds us of the dangers of envy and hatred and our need for protection against the unseen. Known as the number of the beast, the number 666 has been a symbol of evil and chaos for centuries. It originates from the Bible, where it represents the Antichrist in the book of Revelation. Some scholars say it was a coded reference to the Roman Emperor Nero, notorious for his persecution of Christians. Since then, 666 has become associated with the devil, curses, and ultimate evil. Hotels, airplanes, and even streets avoid this number, a testament to its lasting grip on our fears. Opening an umbrella indoors is thought to bring bad luck, but the roots of this belief might surprise you. In Victorian England, large umbrellas with stiff metal spokes were dangerous to open inside, sometimes causing injury or damage. But even before that, ancient Egyptians viewed umbrellas as symbols of the gods, designed to protect royalty from the sun's rays. To open one indoors was seen as disrespectful to these deities, inviting divine punishment. So it's no wonder that even today, we hesitate to open an umbrella inside. Lastly, if you spill salt, you might have heard it's wise to toss a pinch over your left shoulder. This odd gesture goes back to the belief that the devil lurks behind you on your left side. By throwing salt over your shoulder, you're essentially blinding him, warding off any bad luck he might bring. Salt was so valuable that spilling it was an invitation for trouble. The devil was thought to seize the opportunity. To avoid his wrath, people would toss the salt as a defense against the evil lurking just out of sight. So the next time you avoid walking under a ladder or shiver when a black cat crosses your path, remember, these beliefs aren't just random fears. They're steeped in ancient cultures, dark histories, and timeless tales of caution. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments which superstition creeps you out the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more dark and mysterious content.